Oh my god, give me that ammo. Oh my god. Ducks can die. Shoot all zombies. Oh my god, like a boss. A duck's opinion. Quack, quack, quack. What's up guys, a duck opinion here, and in the last video I showed you guys how to make it so there's no smoke on transit mode. I mean, check this out. This shit is amazing. I hate the smoke so bad in transit, and I like looking around, and I showed how to do that in the last video. You can click the link in the description and you can check out how to do that, but I am going to explore transit without any smoke. We're going to go to all locations and just check it out and see what's hidden and what's not. So one of the biggest things that I've been trying to point out to people is the fact that the bus comes from back here when it first spawns. It comes from back here, it rides over this lava, there's usually a navic card down here, and the bus comes from back here and never ever comes back that way again. It actually comes back from this way, from the town, and comes back around. But we can get a good solid look here at the bus depot and how crazy it looks. I mean, I love seeing this without the smoke. It looks so amazingly awesome, and if you want to check this out for yourself, you need to be in theater mode, and you need to check the video in the link in the description to learn how. But like right here, over back here is where the bus comes in at. I mean, there's obviously nothing there. I know that it's not going to be an area we're able to get to now, but it just kind of, it's something weird because the bus comes from back here, turns around, comes all the way over the lava and over this hump right there, and then comes back around here and never takes that path again. And that's kind of strange to me. There's even like a little, I didn't even notice it was here. It's like a little bunker, a little house thing here. I didn't know none of that was here, and I'm sure we'll find a lot of cool, unique stuff. Like, you know, that I didn't even really see that water tower either. And then it's condemned with all the lava. We have the, I guess, the wannabe gas station over there. Let's see how close we can actually get over there. You gotta be a little careful. There's still clippings, so it's, you gotta like time it just right. But there's really nothing in there. This is only just a window. It's all just for looks. Obviously, we knew this already, but the bus depot looks pretty awesome, to be honest. It doesn't at all look like you can get on top here. When you get on top, you can see that the floor is like see-through, so you're definitely not supposed to, you know, you're not supposed to get up there, obviously, so it's not any secret to get on top of the bus depot or anything. But let's move on into the tunnel. Let's see, is there anything on the signs in the tunnel? There's nothing on the signs. There's no alternate array, and if you look all the way back there, you see it's just no clippings. Oh, not no clippings, there's just nothing back there. You know, there's no secrets or anything. Let's go ahead and go inside here. So we come in here, and I notice all the signs. Every one of them says day X/me. Every sign says that. I thought it was just one sign, but every sign says that now that I'm in this mode. Also, I can't really see up there. I don't know if like a meteor crashed. I can't really see up there, and you can't really fly over this part. You can only go under it, like I'm doing now. So it's a little bit different. It has this open over here. Just looks like a normal little garage type thing. And I don't think it's hiding too much in this. You know, there's not too much they can actually show in this tunnel. But I just want to keep pointing out, every sign says drive safely, exit 1/4 mile. But it says day X half me. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. But continue on and we'll see the last sign that says the same exact thing. And it's just weird. I'm not sure why they wrote that on all the signs. But as we make our approach to the diner, the diner is a really cool spot as well, but this right here is another one of those spots that veer off into nothing, and I will say there is nothing there. Like if they made it where somehow your bus went back here, there'd have to be something there, and there's just simply not. But damn, does the diner look freaking amazing. Let that right there be my damn thumbnail. So we go into the diner, and it looks pretty awesome. We all know that we can go to the top of it, so it actually allows me to look over it pretty well, actually, considering I can get on the top of it. You can see there's nothing in the back. There's nothing that can lead you into the mystical sunset up to there. I wonder what could be back there, though. It shows the roof off good. It shows this little area that you can never get on top of, or the gas station itself. And it shows the North Highway Diner, which is the now die sign. And there's just not too much to show off here. It's pretty cool. I mean, most of this stuff's my first look at it. You know, I haven't went over all this stuff yet. I just flew to the beginning and like went over it. But there's nothing too important. Like, they could have opened up this and made it into something. I'm surprised they didn't, but the diner is one of my favorite run spots. But when it comes to secrets, the only secret is you can get on top of it. There's not too much to it, but it is pretty cool. We have a little light flickering over here, because that's like the first time I turn on the power, and apparently it starts to spark when you turn on the power. And let's continue. So continuing, there's this sign. I truthfully don't even remember ever seeing that sign, but it's one of the mini lava pits. I always wanted to look at these and see if there's any way that you can like do this. Like there's like a little spot you can jump at, but it seriously looks like you're just screwed. You have to run through this lava, and it's very rough to do. But continuing, trees are cool. Trees textures are messed up. Now this is where the split is. This is the split where you can turn here, which has the church and everything, goes into the town, which we'll get to when we get to the town. But that's where the split is. You either keep going that way, or you get lost in this little circle here. So you either split left and go into town, or you keep up and go into the farm area. But you got to keep in mind the farm area is it's a pretty small area. It's really not that big, but it does hold a lot of secrets. I mean, look, the lava goes really far back into it. I'm not sure if that's something really big on it, but here we are at the farm, and it's wide open. We can see it's so much better now. And apparently, since I didn't friggin' buy the door, it's not going to let me in the farm area, which is kind of shit. But I don't really think there's much back there. There are some crops, but you can't go any farther than that from what you see. There's really not too much hidden stuff in the farm area than farther than what you see. Like, you know, I would go back and get the footage with this open so we can actually get through it, but there's really not that much in the farm area. The main thing we want to look at is how, like, there's a lot of lava and how it flows in there, and how there's a lot of room over here, but it's not like you can go in it, and there's no more room back here, so there's not too much more to hide or anything like that. And also, another lava pit that there is no really way to skip over. You really have to completely run in it. So let's continue. I'm rambling on for 7 minutes. We have a lot more to go through. We have the crops. Now, we all know, like, you know, the crops lead into the main pit, which will lead into the main radio tower, which is that one, if you take it certain ways. So you can come in this way, and we can go inside the main radio tower right here, where we put the Ascalon table, and we do all that crazy stuff, and that's pretty cool. I like the way it looks. It's pretty unique. You can go through it here, and you can find your way back out. And also on the other side has the Notched Toten. And the cool thing that I found about the Notched Toten is the fact that it has a really cool, like, railroad, not railroad, but like a highway behind it. And I don't really find that to be awkward or anything. It's just it's kind of interesting, if you know what I mean. So if you just kind of look around, you can really, you know, it's just really Nocturne Toten. It's a really small map, but the more you go around over here, you can see it has the highway above it. And just when you get out of the field, you can go a little bit higher, and then you can look. And there's just like a little, like, looks like a wannabe Fallout 3 highway, which is really cool, but that's Nocturne Toten, and that is the radio tower, which is, these are the only two really secrets inside the, you know, cornfields, which are really pretty much awesome. So let's continue past the awesomeness of the secrets and make our way into the power room, which is where I started this. This is how you start to take away the smoke. So coming through here, we have obstacles here that lead up over there. Like over here, that's the hunter's cabin. We'll get to that here soon. We have like a train crash with more radio towers, big old bright lights that lead to nowhere. These big old dome things that also lead to nowhere, but continue on, that's the only smoke we get. So this is the actual power station. You know, we go down there to go inside the power station. There's honestly nothing to really show off in the power station. We can mainly just look back here. There's really nothing hidden. There's no way to ever get back there. There's a downed radio tower as well. And that's pretty much the power station. So we're going to move through it. That's the only bit of smoke we'll actually see. And we get to the rest of it. There is another train area, but the track's in right there, and there's no way of getting back there, and nothing to really see on either way. Big old train mess that pretty much, this leads in a circle pretty much. It pretty much circles back around through these pillars right here. You pass by the hunter's cabin, which is right here. The hunter's cabin is pretty cool. I like the hunter's cabinet. It's like an old school Friday the 13th Jason hunter's cabinet. You come out here, there's really nothing at all for you to really see. It's just another shortcut back out to the hunter's cabin, and that really just all leads back around to down there and back around to the town, which we're going to approach here. But as you see, there's many ways to get to hunter's cabin, and it can be really confusing and get you pretty lost. So I hope this in a sense helps. So going around the last area, it is the town, and it is the one that I really am going to look at the most. And here we are. So we know that we can go into the bank building here, and down below it is also Pack-a-Punch, but none of this stuff is open, and we don't have no clips on, so I can't actually go in there. But you guys know what Pack-a-Punch looks like. You know what the bar looks like. Some of the major things I want to look at are just back over here is some of the major things I want to look at. So there's a huge crack in the floor here, and you can see inside the bowling alley really well. You can also see inside the laundromat pretty perfectly, but it says moon, for gosh sake, up here. It says moon, and my mind can't stop asking why. There's always a flickering light up there as well. I'm just looking like there has to be, okay, there probably isn't. There probably is not a way to get back here. You can see that there's nothing back there. It just kind of, it's all broken and all fucked. There's nothing back there, but it's a bowling alley, it's a little town, and there's this Moon Saloon. But what's up with the Moon Saloon? I don't know. Going over here to the next part is where I said there's a break-in part. So here we have the normal place up here where you can get Juggernaut, and then we have another area, which is the actual area to the, you know, the laundromat, which you can't really go into. The same with that little spot up here. There's like a door here, but you can't exactly go into it, and there's like some light up here. Like, it'd be really cool if it extended. So with the shortcut, like I said, the shortcut goes from where the semi is all the way into the city. It is the major shortcut, and a really convenient one at that. But this church here, this church looks amazing, but you can't go in it. It does look like it's something at the very top, but you can't go that high. You can also, there's this little building here, but when you look around it, I mean, those doors clearly can't be opened. You can't see in it, and you really can't get too close to it whatsoever. But the church is like a really big mystery to me. I'd really like them to open it up in DLC or in an update, and it'd be really cool. So, going over the last little part, this video is pretty damn long. We have this little area over here, which I've actually never seen that sign for. What is that, S-I-U-R-E? I've actually never seen that sign before. And I've never seen this spot over here before as well, but obvious reasons because it's really covered with fog. And when you look at it, it's really nothing but ash and trail anyway. So for the last part, we go under the bridge, which really has nothing but just a lava pit on each side. Really nothing that can really, you know, Easter egg-ish. And then we take a couple turns to the right, and then we take a turn to the left, and we are back into the bus depot where we started. So that was an entire look. That was an entire look at every single nick and cranny, every single area that the Transit Green Run map has to offer you. It showed it all without fog, and it all looks pretty crazy. I mean, I like seeing outside of about fog. You can see its flaws, but that's because it's supposed to be covered with fog. So I really hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, leave a comment and add it to your favorites list, because I really enjoyed this. This is really cool checking this out and learning Transit even more than we already know it through removing the fog. Like I said, if you want to see how to remove the fog, I made a video about it, links in the description, but a 13-minute video. I want to end this. It's a little too long, but if you guys are really interested into it, I'm sure you stuck around. If you stuck around, saw it all, and really enjoyed it, leave a comment, favorite, get this video out there, give it a thumbs up. I know it's been done before, but I want to show it to you guys that haven't seen it, and I think it's well worth looking at. Thank you guys so much for watching. Dusk and Fly. Peace.